The G30 540i is way better than an M5. So you're looking to buy a G30. You've come to the right place. I own a 2019 540i M Sport that I love dearly. Currently, I'm on an MHD Stage 1 tune, which is incredible, guys. If you're thinking about tuning, 100% do it. But if you're looking at buying this car, I imagine you're looking at other cars, and I can almost guarantee most of you are like, you know what? You know, my car was 30 grand, 2019, 40,000 miles. You can get 540s pretty regularly, spec'd out well for that price. And a lot of you are thinking, should I just get an M car? I can get, you know, the old gen M5. I can get, you know, maybe an F30 or F80 M3 if it has, you know, high enough miles, things like that. Don't. I'm telling you not to, and I'm gonna explain exactly why. This car is my one and only vehicle that I own. It is purely my daily driver, but it's also my everything driver. I don't own another car. Almost all the car creators you'll see on any social media who have awesome M cars, a lot of them don't have just one car. They have multiple cars. So you're kind of looking into a world where it's not really real. You know, most of us in the world can only afford to have one car. I want to get this out of the way. First and foremost, I love M cars. I love them. I had an E39 M5 that I love and miss dearly, and it was my daily driver for 5 years, and it cost me a tremendous amount of money to run. It was an old German M Performance car, and every time it broke, it cost me $5,000. So why should you buy the G30 540i specifically over any M car, including the M550i? Well, there's 3 reasons. 1, you still get the B58. The amazing thing about the 540i specifically is it's a slept-on car, you guys. Like any other person looking at a B58, they typically want to get a 3 Series. They want to get the G20, the 340i. A really common B58 engine platform that you'll see probably is the M340i. That car is badass, don't get me wrong. The cost is just insane. If you wanted to get a similar year, similar mileage M340i to a same year and mileage G40 or G30 rather, excuse me, it's going to be at least $10,000 more, or it's going to be super high mileage, and it's going to be clapped out. It's going to be, the piss has been driven out of it 100%. You have no idea what you're walking into with that car. Now, yes, the B58 is super reliable. That's true. So it's a bulletproof platform, you guys. Like it's a kick-ass engine, and it's a kick-ass powertrain, and the ZF transmission's also badass. But still, do you really want to dive into maybe the 3rd, 4th owner of a car that's been launched however many times? You'll have no idea. Personally, I wasn't about that. Another beautiful thing about the B58, which I'm sure if you're watching this, you already know, is the tunability is insane. If you have a model that is between November 2019 and June 2020, you'll need a bench unlock, and MHD sells a bench unlock tool for like $300. You buy that, you can unlock your car, you can tune it. If you do have a car built after June of 2020, unfortunately, Bosch did their little trick and they locked the ECU. And you have to send it physically to a company called Femto. So you probably heard the term Femto Unlock. That's what that is. There's third parties you can use that will accommodate. You send them your DME and they will physically put it in a Pelican case and fly to Finland, to Femto, get it unlocked, bring it back, ship it back to you. So that's the one caveat with tuning on the B58, or any BMW for that matter. Now the B58 as a platform, just from the factory, is so nice. It has plenty of power. I think stock, the G30 540 is 340 to the wheel around, and it's super smooth. It has plenty of punch. Like, it's a great engine. For most of you, it's probably enough power. I just dropped my MHD Stage 1 tuning video, so check that out where I give my review after I tune it. It completely changes the car and wakes it up, and it's worth every single penny. But even if you don't do that, the B58's badass. It's probably the best inline 6 ever built, in my opinion. Another really cool thing about the B58 is it's efficient, dude. Like, you will get good gas mileage as long as you're not flooring it everywhere. So I'm on a Stage 1 tune, MHD, and I average around 24, 25 speed, and I'm getting between 18.9 and 20.4 miles a gallon. Now, before I bought this car, I was heavily considering the M550i, and I test drove a few of them, and they're nice. They're awesome cars. They sound brutal, trust me. But when I went on my test drive, one of the things I was looking at was specifically the MPG. So when I went on that test drive, I asked to go on the freeway. They said they were cool with that. I reset the tripometer. I put it in Eco Pro. I went on the freeway and I coasted for probably 5 miles. Went back to the dealership, 13 miles a gallon. That was my average. I'm in LA, I'm in traffic all the time, specifically bumper to bumper all the time and heavy city driving. And that was gonna be my number. Like, I don't care what anyone says in the forums, like, oh, I got 30 miles this month. That's fine if you're in a rural area and you're just fucking flying at 50 miles an hour all day long with no stops. Sure, you can get good gas mileage, not 30, but you get my point. But I just knew the reality. I knew the reality for me would have been, holy shit, this is gonna be terrible. This is gonna be like my E39 M5 was, maybe a little tiny bit better. Not with this car. Another reason to get the G30 over an M car is the comfort. So M cars are great, they're amazing, and I'm gonna keep saying it because I love them. I wanna be clear about this. I'm not saying they're better cars. What I'm saying is it's a better car for a daily driver if it's your only car. The G30 is so comfortable. So I have the M Sport suspension, I even have the shitty Pirelli run flats, and even with that combination, you guys, like, it's plenty comfortable. I was kind of worried about the M Sport suspension because I've heard people on forums being like, oh my God, it's way too stiff, I hate it. Not the case, they don't know what they're talking about. I had a 2018 C43 before this, that sucked. That was a stiff, crashy, shitty ride, and I probably will never buy another AMG product because I also test drove an E53 and that was also super stiff. M cars in general are way more compliant, but the M Sport package on the G30 is super compliant, but it's still sharp enough to have fun. I can still take this in the canyons. I don't feel like I'm gonna lose control. If anything, I'm just severely undertired right now because, again, my tires suck. They're run flats. I cannot wait for the day when they wear down and I can get some Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. But yeah, super comfortable ride. The interior is also just really nice. It's plenty big. It's not too small of a car. For lack of a better term, I just feel like an adult in this car. And this is not throwing shade at anybody. Again, I'm not trying to be polarizing here. But for me personally, this just suits me better. It's a bigger car, and I feel more at home in a 5 Series, and specifically in this sleeper car, because that's the thing, it flies under the radar. And people don't realize how fast these cars are. So when I want to overtake someone on the freeway who's being a total asshole, I do it and I feel great because I know they weren't expecting it, and that always feels good. Now, the last reason to buy a G30 540i over an M car is value, and this is the most important part of this entire video. The value per dollar that you get buying this car in today's used market, I don't know if you can beat it. So again, going back to earlier what I said, you can get an M car for 30 grand as well. It's gonna be a high mileage, older year M car, so it's not gonna have all the newer tech. It's also gonna have high mileage, older year problems. And those M problems are gonna cost you a lot more than my basic pedestrian B58 normal car problems. And that's something you really need to consider when you're looking at buying a car. It's not just, can I afford the car payment? It's, can I afford to run it? And it's not just gas, it's repairs. Repairs are a real thing, you guys. And with M cars specifically, you're inflating the cost of parts and a lot of times labor by 2x, 3x. It can get really gnarly. So don't just look at your monthly. Now, the last thing with value that you have to consider when you're purchasing a car, and why this car spanks an M car, is, let's just say, in theory, that you have more than 30 grand to spend. You have 50 or 60 grand to spend and you want to get an early year G80. If that's your only car and you're daily driving it and you're putting on the average 10 to 12,000 miles a year, guess what's going to happen to your value? That thing will depreciate so fucking fast. And unless you're gonna drive it till the wheels fall off, which we all tell ourselves when we buy a car, but we all know in 2 to 3 years what happens. I'm bored, I wanna trade it in. When that time comes and you wanna get rid of it and you wanna trade it in, you very well might be upside down in your loan. And that is not a good place to be, because you're gonna have to put cash on top of whatever you're trading in to get whatever else you wanna get. You could get lucky, sell it private party, maybe break even, but you need to consider the depreciating value of your car when you're buying it. Again, I love G80s. I would love the daily a G80. I think it'd be an amazing car. I can't afford it, and that really is the lesson. If you can afford it, then this video is not for you. Like, I get it. This is speaking to someone who is looking just at the price of the vehicle, just at the sale price. And when you're comparing a car like this, a G30 540i, and an M car, they are two way different worlds. Not only in performance and how they drive and the feeling you get, but in what it actually means and costs to own and drive every day. And that is why, as a daily driver, the G30 540i is way better than an M5. And that's really it, guys. I hope you found this helpful, and until next time, have a good one.